I'm the founder of Ultra Love. Great to be here with you guys. Let's get straight into your reading. So, divine guidance and loving clarity. Taurus, this is for all the Taurus lovers. Divine guidance, clarity. There's a little bit of there's definitely some emotional grievance stuff, some emotional stuff coming up, like having to dig in real deep to process some of these emotions. Maybe we've betrayed ourselves, or we've been betrayed by somebody with the Seven of Swords here. It's sticky. A little sticky situation here for my Taurians. Little release point. There again, we've had the eclipse season, and there's great changes happening, right? Big changes. Almost like an energy of humbling ourselves via this massive kind of processing of a situation. In the processing of the situation, we might feel disempowered. We might feel like, oh my God, that really didn't work out how I thought it was going to work out, or that person really didn't turn out how I thought they were going to turn out, or my maybe I'm not quite where I thought I was, and but there's a grounding coming in. King of Pentacle, as in Taurus, you're likely to throughout this month come back to yourself and once again feel powerful, once again feel like I got me, like I'm okay. I'm okay. And this could be this is likely coming out of a decision you've made. And I'm getting a sense of see, this decision could have been that you said something or did something a little out of character, or a little that through the situation or person, and then you saw something you can unsee, right? You're like, whoa, yeah, that holy shit, that thing really did go down, or that person really was manipulating me, or whatever. Close call, like, oh God, thank God I saw that thing, and now now I can come back to myself, right? It's like love bombing, and then that kind of egoic rush we might get, and the denouement of being being abused, in an emotional sense, mental, emotional, psychological sense, right? So I feel like a bit of relief coming out of the situation. Some of you might be involved in a work or romantic situation that's a little spicy, a little spicy in a not, we don't like spicy food kind of way, like emotionally painful, having us dig in for our strength, and then not sure, are we lying, are they lying, or what the fuck is going on? There's a decision you're making, and you're like, I think I gotta remove myself from a situation, and that's gonna empower you. Removing yourself from the situation, not trying to play into it anymore. I always get Chinese whispers and gossip energy from this Six of Pentacle. There's an possible inheritance coming in, or a large sum of money coming in here. Ships coming in. Taurus, some of you guys are something changing financially. Six of Pentacles, talk. I always get a sense of a patriarchal figure, possibly moving beyond and leaving the family with the inheritance, with the estate, right? They're all in black. The patriarch has risen, right? So there's, and then people talking about it. I mean, that's supportive of these energies. So this could be familial inheritance of sorts, and then the chit chat back and forth, and a little bit of gossip, and more maybe people speaking out a phrase, and then it loops back, and you're like, what the actual is going on? And there's a little bit of grieving, obviously, if we've lost somebody, decisions, but also Communication and negotiation. Communication negotiation often is the case with larger sums of money or things that people can get, can stimulate a bit of shades, right? A bit throwing daggers or playing victim. You know, there's just a little bit of potential for deception or self-deception within this energy. But again, stay humble, stay grounded. Could be because with the King of Pentacles, there is a grounding coming in with the communication, and then you set off on a new beginning, Taurus. So there's a big shift for you, probably a big shift for all of us on some level in some area of our lives. Yeah, for a lot of you, you're dealing with probably one person. Long-standing relationship, long-standing business partner, relative, that is really potentially triggering, or like y'all just gonna have to sit down and hash it out, right? To get to that point of clarity. Or the point of your threshold, that's the right one, right? For some of you, you'll resonate too. There's something about having been in a drought, having been in, I'm not sure if that's the physical, like actual drought, like you live in the desert, or romantically, like been in a bit of a drought, right? Financially, whatever, things not really quite coming through. You're at this threshold, getting things clearer, hashing things out, being humble, but at the same time focused and determined, processing the emotion, really allowing yourself to excavate your own personal clarity, regardless of anybody else. And then, you know, communicate those needs, express that specific, like, I'm doing this, whether you like it or not, kind of thing. Humbling, because like, that the Chinese whisper is always like back and forth, like who knows what, or people listening in. There just seems to be like a situation where you're just done with. You're like, I'm okay, fine, let's wrap this up. Let's start moving things forward now, which for a lot of you could be some sort of inheritance or severance package, you know, like things that when one thing's over, new thing's beginning, but we get a bit of a kickback from the thing that finished. Then you can set yourself off on a new beginning, right? There is a Fool card energy here coming in as you ground, and as those fast, fiery communications start to bring out the clarity and the resolution, the compromise that we might need within a situation. It's like people like looking at it, right? But also there's definitely an energy here, Taurus, of like needing to be grounded, especially if we're getting triggered like emotionally. Those emotions aren't going to help, nor if we're in the deeps, but nor is any kind of fantastical thinking that we're above it or beyond it or better than everybody. Not that I think that you would exhibit that, but some of the cards here, like the Empress Reverse, just making me think like this is not the time to something about like this isn't the time to like shine too brightly, or like certain, or like shining in a way that people can't receive it. Sometimes we're in situations where people won't see us for who we are, so there's no point in shining for them, you know? If anything, pull back, ground, hold space for the situation from a grounded point of attraction. Know your new beginning, know your worth, know your side of things when it comes to negotiations. Be grounded, be firm, be clear. And that clarity is going to help you move forward and likely manifest the outcome that's right for you, that's deserving for you. And there's a King of Pentacles, so you're in the upright. You know what you deserve. Well, okay, so the final message is for you, Taurus, here in the month of October for quick general readings, or just that this is likely to be a bit uncomfortable for you, but it is setting the stage, right? The negotiations, like you're not used to speaking from that practical point of view, right? You want to be all spiritual about it, but actually what you need are like the figures, the numbers, just like putting it down, right? And then I want to look at the Dharana card as well. single focused concentration. So, final messages for Taurus. It is time to focus your mind on one goal to undergo the transformation that comes from concentration. The birthing process of an idea takes deep commitment to usher it to life. Through single focused commitment, you will be able to deepen your understanding of your goal and, from its core, bring it to fruition. This is your time to say no to everything that is not related to your Dharma. Practice Dharana and focus on what it is you came to this earth to do. So this energy actually just somehow came through yesterday at some point. I don't know if I was driving somewhere or whatever, where there was that kind of focus of the focus that comes in on flow, and how we can keep committing to choosing that focus. That's part of the kind of grounded clarity and presence versus trauma responses, or getting grandiose about things. There's like this real pulling back, holding space, being grounded, being centered, being focused until you know you're moving forward. Like until you know you're on that new journey and you're on that new path. You know, we're always in these transitions in such a way, but there are big transitions collectively, right? So there's a huge, like, okay, now or never, we're going to move forward. We're going to step onto these new timelines. So this is us like preparing ourselves to be stepping into these new timelines while we simultaneously let go of things, walk away from situations, say no, say yes, whatever, that shift the tables, right? Just beware of gossip, beware of you or other people. Like, don't listen to it, but then also don't perpetuate gossip. Okay. We are going to leave it there for my Taurian lovers. Have a wonderful month of October, Taurus. Love you guys loads. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed that, feel free to subscribe, comment, share, like, help me grow the channel. Super duper appreciate it. We do have a Patreon community where they get first access ad free, little topic shares, access to the online courses, access to the online yoga crew, and just a little bit more access in general for weekly collective reading the patrons get as well. Have a wonderful month, Taurus. I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care. Peace out.